But,
right, and it also turns out that we're actually doing a pretty good job of what we're being asked to do.
Yeah, the governor said we're doing a good job at kind of keeping our distance from each other, and there actually is data on this. This is from a website called Unicast, which uses cell phone data to see how many people are interacting with each other every day. They've assigned a score to each of the states. We earned an A here in Minnesota.
Of course we did.
I mean,
of course we did.
And Riley and Heather, this is because Minnesotans, we just like to keep our distance in general.
Is it that, or is it, Riley, that we just like to follow the rules?
I don't know. Maybe a little both. I'm new to the state, but I feel like everybody here is very much friendly to me. I don't know about the keeping the distance thing, but I think people do like to follow the rules as well. You know, it's been interesting for me to go through this because, you know, I feel, you know, you're at home. I'm doing the social distancing thing, but I feel like you become more creative as a person. So I'm trying to think of more creative things to do in the house or in the neighborhood to do with the kids. I'm so used to like taking them to the mall or going to somewhere where a big public place. Now it's more like creating activities at home, you know, doing at home exercises. I can admit I'm one of the people that will do the push-ups on Instagram. I've been doing it. I've been watching Core Camper with Allie Holman a lot. So she's definitely getting I'm definitely doing her workouts, but I think it just kind of gives us a different sense of what to do at home in a different way of looking at things. And I think also the positive part of this is you get to spend so much quality time, and it's actually time to step back and be with your families.
Yeah, that is nice for sure. It's interesting how they gather this data, though, Heather. They're using, you know, we have our phones on us, and they're able to kind of, you know, it's not, they don't know specifically where Heather Brown is, but they are kind of look at this data and they say, all right, Minnesotans are spending time apart. We're traveling less. I think we see it on the highway.
Absolutely. And even the MnDOT said, you know, our traffic is down somewhat like 40%. But when they looked at the cell phone data, they actually found that we're traveling 46% less. So our traveling is sort of down 46%. And that gets us, and that's where we get the A, because we're in that sort of top upper echelon. You can also look at a couple of things like what's happening on Twitter. If you look at some of the hashtags like hashtag social distancing or hashtag stay at home saves lives, Minnesotans are doing a lot of that there. There was a survey there, and we were ranked 7th in that one, too. So it's something that people are really talking about on Twitter.
I just think you have to think about the way Minnesotans live.
Yes.
We are a largely suburban population, right? Minneapolis and St. Paul, it's a big metro area, but the population of those two cities is still only about 700,000 people. We're about the size of Milwaukee when you look at it that way. So we don't have a giant, dense downtown with apartment buildings and people stacked up on top of each other. Like, asking people to socially isolate is not that difficult here. Plus, the weather is bad. It's winter. You're not tempted to go to the beach. We've had reports of like some of the parks being, you know, very busy, which is not smart, and they want people to not do that. But also, as you said, Heather, we're rule followers, and so people can't wait to go. There are people in the park. Like, so we are, as a society, looking out for that idea of staying home and social distancing, which I think normally I find annoying, and in this circumstance, I think it's really helpful. Yeah,
and the governor has even asked the Department of Public Safety to sort of keep their eyes and ears out going on here. He says he hears, of course, the anecdotal evidence of groups gathering in certain places, but he says even the Department of Public Safety comes back and says, look, overall, we are doing really well.
It's good.
So,
very good.
Good
Riley,
job, Minnesotans.
You're doing your part, Riley.
I do want to say one. I am, but I do want to say one thing. I wonder about it, like if it would be warm in summertime, because so many people flock to the lakes here and go to parks and things like that. What it would be like if it would be harder for people during the warmer season to do that.
No question. Well, today you're just serving up rain, so you're helping us out again.
Everyone's staying inside anyway.